Stairway to Heaven is a lifelong goal for most guitar players, a bucket list song if you will. My name is Brian from theguitarfactoryoc.com, and today I want to teach you how to play Stairway to Heaven, all the sections of it. Now I want to make this beginner friendly, so I want to make sure you understand that taking this slow is part of the process. Focusing on just each measure, not the entire mountain at this point. This song is a collection of little victories, and when you just take piece by piece and then look back, you've got the whole song. Grab your guitar, let's jump into one of the most popular songs that guitar players want to learn, Stairway to Heaven. And as always with my videos, I include a free PDF downloadable cheat sheet. Jump down in the description below, look where it says cheat sheet, hit the link, and you'll get your copy that you can print or download. This song has 6 sections in total. I'm keeping the solo out, that will be a whole separate video that dives into lead guitar, but with this you'll be able to play all the acoustic and rhythm parts. Let me play through part 1 for you, then I'll break down each measure. Okay, how I'm going to break this down for you in bite-sized pieces is I want to show you all the chord shapes you need to walk down this section 1, and then I'll show you the finger picking pattern that happens with each chord. So we're going to use just the last 4 strings, the D, G, B, and E, just those last 4, and we're going to place a half a bar, not a full bar, just a little mini bar here, if you will, on the 5th fret of those last 4 strings. Okay? Now I want you to put your ring finger on the D string, 7th fret, while keeping that bar down. And go ahead and strum those last 4 to make sure everything's ringing. That's chord number 1. Alright, we're going to keep that mini bar down on that 5th fret, but now we're going to put our middle finger on the 6th fret of the D string and our pinky on the high E 7th fret. That's chord number 2. Okay, chord number 3, we're going to hold that mini bar still on 5, keep it across, but now put the pinky on the 8th fret of the high E. Give it a strum, make sure it's ringing. Okay, bringing down the mini bar to the 2nd fret now, same 4 strings, so it's on the 2nd fret, all those 4 are locked. D string has your ring finger on the 4th fret, and then the B string has your middle finger on the 3rd fret. Give it a strum. And then the final chord is 3, 2, 1 on the D, G, and B string, the high E's open. Alright, you can already hear the song there by just playing them all. This is a great practice before you start finger picking. Just strum the first chord, 2nd chord, 3rd chord, 4th chord, and the final chord. Okay, now that you got those chords down and ringing, let's add the finger picking in. Chord number 1 gets the easiest pattern. We just take our thumb and we just slowly rake down each one of those 4 strings with that first chord shape. Alright, next chord has the pattern come in. This pattern's going to be repeating, so we want to get used to this. So with the 2nd chord, we're going to do a pinch with the thumb on the D and the middle finger on the high E. So together, pinch those 2. Following the pinch, we're going to hit the B string with our pointer, the thumb hits the G, and then the middle finger again hits the high E. So there's a pattern here, okay? After the pinch, you're going to go B, G, and the high E. That's important to know because as we go down each chord, you're going to repeat that. Pinch, B, G, E. Okay? So the first one, nice easy rake down. Second one, pinch, B, G, E. Same pattern with the right hand for that 3rd chord. And the same pattern for the 4th chord. And then the last chord, same pattern. But the last note doesn't go to the high E, we go to the B instead. Okay, and then we're going to finish it with. So what that is you're on your last chord, you pinch, B, G, B this time, okay? And then we're going to just go the high E, B, G. Just cascade back. Now, there's a series of pinches that is the ending of this, and what it is we put our middle finger on the A string 2nd fret, and our thumb's going to be ready to hit that, and then we just need the open G and open B, and you want to claw them all 3 at once. Okay, and now we're going to be going with those same exact strings. Just move your middle finger to the 2nd fret of the G, 1st fret of the B, and it gets 2 claws. So the right hand didn't move at all, just the shift on the chord did. The 2nd fret of the A to the 2nd fret of the G and the B string 1st fret for that chord. Now to bring it back around, we know that there's that famous. Okay, what that does is we're going to hit the A string open, and we're going to slide, and I think the best slide is probably from the 5th fret to the 8th fret. So 1 pick, slide to 8, and then pick the 7 all on the A string. Now, one cool thing about this song, and one way that I kind of remember all those shapes that are walking down, is there's something unique that happens on the D string. Jimmy Page wrote this in a way that on the D string, if you look at your lowest note of each one of these chords, it's going to walk in half steps all the way down on that D string. That helps me kind of know where my finger is supposed to be for each chord. So a helpful hint is to look at the lowest note. It's on 7. As that next chord comes in, it's on the 6. As the next chord comes in, it's gone down to 5 now. And now it's on that 4th fret of the D. And now it's on the 3rd fret. So what you're hearing underneath it is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So he's taking that all the way down in these steps downwards in pitch. But the song is called Stairway to Heaven. It's supposed to be going up. Hey, real quick, if you're enjoying this video, if you can do a hammer-on for me by hammering on the like button, it really does help out the video. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I love to have you be a part of the community of players that just want to play some classic songs and have fun. Okay, for part 2, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to give you each one of the chord shapes that go in that order, and then we'll look at the finger picking pattern that goes with those chord shapes. And a little bit of foreshadowing, that finger picking pattern stays the same. Here it is all together. All right, so we gotta go to now a regular, just open C chord as our first chord. No more barring needed right at the moment. And then we're gonna go to a D chord, normal, open, campfire D. We're gonna go to an F major 7, and remember that sounds more difficult, but it's just like an F chord, but the high E is open, so there's no barring needed, so it's actually easier than a normal F chord. Then we're gonna go to an A minor, and then we're going to go to a C and a G and a D. That is our order of chord progressions for part 2. So C, all right, if you practice that, you'll know the order of them, but let's add in the magic of the finger picking. Okay, as we enter part 2, we're coming out of part 1 with this pinch, 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 and we don't need to do the slide as we enter part 2. We do something different. We're gonna walk into that C chord with an open A, 2nd fret of the A, and then the C chord begins with a thumb on the A, thumb on the D, thumb on the G, and an open high E you can use with your middle finger. And that's our picking for the C chord. When we get to the D, great news. It's the exact pattern we used in the first section. Pinch the D with the D string and the high E together. Remember, B, G, E. Okay, they do that for the D chord. And now the F major 7 gets the same pattern. Now, the A minor comes in, they do something cool here. They go. All right, so there's a little bit of a variation from our pattern we've been doing. It's the A minor chord, and you're gonna do a pinch still on the A and the B string with your thumb and middle, but I want you to open up your pointer finger so the B string's open. I love that. And you're going to do the hammer-on right after the pinch, only on the B string. It drops from the open B to the 1, right in position for a proper A minor chord. And then we resolve it with the pointer finger catching that G string while your whole hand is sitting on that A minor. So let's do a little recap. All right, now as we wrap around to that last 3 chords, we're gonna do the walk again, the open A, second fret of the A, and then as we go to the C, we're actually gonna do our pattern with that this time. Pinch, and the pinch now is on the A and B strings, but it's gonna feel the same, G, D, and then the B. So it's that same feeling, just on a lower set of strings. All right, now we're gonna go to the G chord. It's the same pattern. The only thing we changed is we had to move our thumb to the low E. So you pinch the low E and the high E together. Pointer finger catches the B, G, and the high E. Okay, so far we got this little ending when you walk. Let's wrap it up with this cool D move. All right, we got a little strumming in there. So we hit the D, and I put my pinky down on the high E 3rd fret. That's creating this D suspended 4. And he does a pull off after the strum on the high E. So you flick that pinky off the high E. So, and you can do 2 strums of the D after that. Now, when you repeat through section 2, there's an alternate ending that happens. You've already learned ending 1. It's that one we just did with the C, that G, and that beautiful pull off with the D, okay? But that is just ending 1. We have to put an alternate ending in that spot when you do the repeat. So we're still gonna go through part 2, doing the C, the D, that F major 7, that cool hammer onto the A minor. We still do the walk, O, 2 on the A, into the C with the pattern, but we don't do the G. We go to the D, and we're just gonna rake our thumb down each string. And then we're gonna go to that F major 7 and strum it 3 times down. So let me play through you part 2 with both endings so you can feel how it connects. There was ending 1. Remember, it repeats. Ending 2. Here's all of part 1 going into part 2 with repeats and alternate endings. And if you can imagine Robert Plant's voice coming in with "There's a Lady Who Sure's" right there. If you still want to get better at your finger picking, head over to the GuitarFactoryOC.com. That's the website where I put all my courses up to make you a better guitar player. I use the 4 pillars of guitar learning method, and one of those pillars focuses on techniques like finger picking. So head on over, check out the courses. You can actually get your free quick start course today. All right, for these sections 3, 4, 5, and 6, we use our pick. So go ahead and grab that, and let's dive into section number 3. All right, I'm gonna play section number 3 to have you recognize this part. I love this part of the song, and then I'll break down everything for you. just have loved those chords. So, like before, I'm going to actually just show you all the chord shapes that you need in order for this part, and then I'll show you the strumming pattern that goes along with it. So the first chord is an A minor 7, and it's done in a little bit unique way. You might know the A minor. Okay, so what this A minor 7 is we use the D string 2nd fret, B string 1st fret, but our pinky goes over to the high E 3rd fret, and you only strum from the A string down. A minor 7. And the next chord that's going to come up really quick as a transition, it's this D sus2 4. Sounds complicated, but it's only one finger. We're going to put our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and we're only going to strum down from the D string, and everything's open besides that B string that you have your finger on. So it's D, G, B, and that high E. That's the second chord, and then we go to an actual D. All right, so that's our first run of chords in order. All right, as it does another loop, we're going to still start with the A minor 7. And then there's a series of higher chords coming up. This first one is on the 9th fret of the G, 8th fret of the B, high E gets the 7th fret, and we strum from the open D string down. Okay? Same strings, but now we're going to shift down to the open string D again, 7 of the G, 7 of the B, high E5. The same shape will move down from the next chord down here to 5, 5, 3, same strings that you strum. And then it comes back up to the one you just left. That's the second round of chords. Let's look at the strumming with the right hand here. We're going to start out with that A minor 7 with what I call the gallop strumming. Galloping to me is down, down, up when you put a bunch of them together. Okay, so it's got the down, down, up with the A minor 7. Down, down, up. And then it's going to be followed by 2 downs, same chord still. So you got... Now we're going to get a little pause by dampening the strings so you don't hear any sound. So down, down, up, down, down, pause. Hit it one more down. Now we're going to shift to that D sus2 4 chord, that one finger one, with your ring finger on the B 3rd fret. It just gets one down strum and bring that dampening back. Down, down, up, down, down, damp, down, damp. And then that D sus2, damp again after it. After you've dampened it, land on the D. That's part 1. Down, down, up, down, down, damp. D2, 4, damp. Sometimes I feather a little down, 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 down at the end of that, but you could hold that all the way through. Second round, we start the same way with that A minor 7. Down, down, up, down, down, damp, down, damp. But instead of going to that D2, 4, we're going to jump up to that 9, 8, 7. That's an E minor 7. Damp it. Next chord, damp it. Damp it. There's always those gaps between to get that right rhythm. Okay, so part 2, down, 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 damp, down. And then it goes back to the first one. Such a fun part to play. Okay, you have made it past section number 3. Let's look at number 4, which we're going back into verses now, but the verses have grown into the same chords we use in the beginning verses, but we're using with a pick, and he's doing it more of a kind of straight down fashion of picking. So let me play section number 4 for you, and then I'll break down the chords and the order, and of course the picking pattern. So I'm going to show you the chords in the order that they go, then I'll break down the picking that goes along with them. So we have a C chord, we have a G/B, sounds complex, but it's not. It's just the 2nd fret of the A string with your pointer, 3rd fret of the B with your ring, and only strum those A down to B. Do not strum the low E or the high E with that. There's an A minor after that. Then there's a C again. That G/B comes back. Then the F and an A minor. All right, now putting it into time and picking pattern with that. The C, we're gonna do just a lovely down, down, down 4 strings. Right in a row there, let that pick just drag on down. For the G/B, same thing. Now the A minor is where it gets a little interesting. He wants to do this little hammer on into it. So what we do to do that is we're building the chord as we kind of get there. So I'm doing an open B, hammering on the 1 of the B string, and then I'm getting my ring finger on the G string 2nd fret. So I'm slowly building that A minor, and then it's going to go to the open A. And by that time I hit the open A, I got my middle finger down where it belongs in that chord to be ready to pick on down. So that open A gave me a little time to get that middle finger in position so that I'm ready for the 4 in a row. So he just added that in before going down 4. So C, G/B, hammer, we're going to walk into the C chord now, the same way we've been doing that with the open A, 2 on the A, pick down the C like we've been doing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Start doing the G/B with the same. But before we get to that 4th note, we're going to hit the F chord with 1 strum. And it's a real F, it's not that F major 7, an actual F. And then we're going to strum the A minor. All right, so now you've got the 4th section, the chords that are open with a pick. Okay, now the climb and the build is really starting to get there to go into the guitar solo, which again is gonna be a separate video. But this is that build up that they do that sounds like this. Section 5. So again, I want to show you the chords in the order, then I'll break down the strumming pattern. So we start with a D shape, but what we're going to do is take our middle finger off of the high E, so it's exposed, and it's creating what's called a D suspended 2. That's our first chord. A regular D is the second chord. Our pinky goes down on the high E 3rd fret, making it a D suspended 4. So we have this little variation of the D. And he does that 3 times. Strumming down in a second, but that is your beginning chord. As they move on and progress, we keep our ring finger down for this next chord, and we put our middle finger on the A string 3rd fret and strum from the A string down to the high open E to be allowed to be open during this chord. It's the C add 9. And then we're going to be putting our pointer finger on the high E 2nd fret, creating the C add 9 sharp 11. And those are the chords that you need in order to get through this section. Now, strumming that series of D suspendeds and Ds on that, it's going to look like this. Each one's going to get 1 strum. So it's a down on the first open one, that's a D sus2. As you come up, put the D down, and then the pinky's there as you go to your next down strum. So you get down, up, down, each one of those chords. And that's as you repeat 3 times. So when he finishes it, he does 2 of the D suspended 4s, the pinky's down, and 1 regular D. So that is that first section going into it. Now finishing that D is going to bleed right into the C add 9, where we're going to do a down, another down, and then when we put the pointer finger down to that high E for that sharp 11, it's going to be down, up, down. So down, up, we take the finger off, and that's the full pattern that we do with that chord, or those two chords. And then it goes right back. Hey, and if you struggle a little bit with stuff like that, like your rhythm of doing those downs and ups, I had you in mind actually when I made my most recent course called Strum Strong. It is designed for players that feel like their rhythm's off and want to get better. It is a 10-chapter video course I made that shows you all kinds of strumming exercises. I have this little picture-in-picture video of my foot tapping along with metronome so you feel like you're in the room with me jamming, and at the end of it, you will improve your rhythm and have your groove really connect to the song and sound like it's supposed to. So head over to theguitarfactoryoc.com. There's a link in the description below and check out this course called Strum Strong. It will help you out with your rhythm. As you leave that section, you're heading into section number 6, which is going to go under the solo, and it's the same chords that you use at the big climax rock ending. But to get into there, there's a transition chord that comes back, the G/B. So when you've got this section wrapping up, okay, we usually repeat that twice, but the last time we just go once. And then we're gonna go to that G/B. So that builds you up into the solo section and the outro. All right, under the solo and the big rock chords at the very end of the song, section 6, that's a tongue twister. Section 6 is going to be these chords. Actually, let me play it for you first so you could hear how it sounds. I know you know the song, but here's how that section sounds. I'll break down the chords and strumming. All right, so what that is, the chords in the order, it's an A minor, then we're going to a G, and you can use the open G or the bar chord G, which they might be using with electric guitars and stuff, makes it a little bit more, rock. Down to the F. You could use the smaller F, but I recommend trying to use the bigger full bar chord F to get the meat of that part. But you can use the shorter F if you like. And then it's going to go back to a G to be able to repeat it. So it's really just 3 chords. A, G, F, G, back to A minor. All right, now strumming this, okay? For the A and G, we're going to just be doing 2 downs. But between those downs, there's one of those gallop strums I was talking about, the down, down, up, and it's muted. So I cover my strings to get that rhythmic, percussive type of choppy sound in between the chords. So imagine A minor, down, down, gallop, down, down, up. G gets the same thing, down, down, gallop. Now as the F comes in, we're going to be doing, I'll use the big F chord, but you can still use the smaller one if you want to. But that F chord, our strumming is like this. Down, up, down, up, down. So you might be thinking, wait, that should sound like, but there's gaps between it. And I kind of lift my hand off of that, or you could, has to be those staggered moments between the down, up, down on the F chord. And then we're going to do a G one time to be able to rotate it around like that. So when I start putting those Fs together with that down, up, down, up, down, I put a little rhythmic mute between each of them. Sounds a little bit more in time and a little bit more in the groove. I know it's a little tricky to work on, but you could start along right now. It's just down, up, down, and that G. And that's that's your groove that you end with to make the big climax of the song. Hey, if you've made it here, you've made it through Stairway to Heaven. Congratulations, it is a big song. If you're still not up to speed, things sound choppy, like I said before, try not to learn the whole mountain. Measure by measure, small victories will get you there. Take it slow and you can do it.